Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and now we get to the top 10 int type units. Now, I'm pretty glad, actually, that I decided to do these top 10 for these typings, because, oh my goodness, like, AGL and Tech are so powerful top to bottom, right? And then I look at, dude, int, it's like, whoa, like, you know, like, I don't know, maybe you guys could tell, like, just the amount of units I have down here, like, eligible for this top 10, is so much less than like Tech and AGL. Like when I looked, I was like, that's really the unit I have at number 1 for the top in. Like, I was stunned. I was like, yo, I would not be upset at all if one of the 5th year anniversary units was int. Int really needs it. Like, because I think STR and Physical also need it, but like STR at least has LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who is like way better than anything int has. So I don't know. All right, well, let's just jump in. I did have a little bit of trouble with this one again, you know, just because some of the like this is like super LR heavy, right? Like I guess obviously, as a lot of these lists are going to be, and again, this is very heavily opinion-based. I do want to try and get that into every one of these videos. I know a lot of people are going to have a lot of issues with a lot of this list. It's just how it is, right? Just got to accept it. So I got Kid Goku here. One of the main reason I love this Kid Goku is how easy it is to get his active skill. Under 59% HP, bam, active skill. And then at that point, he has guaranteed crits on that turn. So this man, his active skill is like always going to be a crit if you choose to use it that first turn he gets it, which is really powerful for Super Battle Road. If something like Dokkan Battlefield as well, incredibly powerful. It's really an ace in the hole that is very, very good. Easy A as well. You know, if maybe there is an Easy A that's weak to int pure Saiyans at some point or something like that, because I'm looking at it. So, yeah, he goes up against Physical Goku Black, not really too good there. Omega Shenron, no. Gotenks, yes, obviously. And then, like, Kid Buu, Vegeta Jr., no and no. Okay. But, I mean, I really like this guy. He's got good attack and defense. He does have the stun chance. I mean, his team is really wonky. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could heavily improve that Dragon Ball Saga team. I mean, units like Mercenary Tao, I like, maybe it's a stretch for him to get a Dokkan Festival, but like, I feel like he could. You know, like maybe like Jackie Chun. I really feel like Tien from the 22nd World Tournament. I mean, he beats Goku. Tien wins. Like, Goku loses. Like, there was a little bit of luck involved with Tien winning, but, like, I feel like Tien deserves a Dokkan Fest from that tournament, man. Like, maybe it wouldn't sell very well, but, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I feel like OG Dragon Ball needs some love. Like, we're, you know, 5 years into Dokkan. Like, we can't just do, like, all right, here's another Super Saiyan 3 Goku Dokkan Fest or some shit like that, right? Like, give Tien one. Give Demon King Piccolo one. You know, stuff like that. Like, I feel like at this point that, you know, because here's the thing. People always ask for diversity, but then they only ever summon for Saiyans, right? Like, that is something. But hey, you know me. I will rainbow a Tien Dokkan Fest. I'm calling for it, but I would rainbow him at the same time. Next, we have LR Gohan. Now, I had no idea what I wanted to do with LR Gohan here. Again, this is something, I feel like you could have Gohan at 1, like, easily, right? Because Gohan, the way he's set up is still OP to this day, where he gets 18% attack for every key sphere obtained, which is really not that bad, even still. Like, you know, that is where he's aging a bit, right? Because, like, compare it to, like, the new Majin Vegeta Easy, right? He gets, what, 20% attack and defense per orb, then 25% against a Goku family enemy. But, like, 18% for when this guy came out was just so crazy. He does still get 1 key for every key sphere he gets, so it's super easy from the super attack. You know, he gets that greatly raised attack on his 18 key, which you're almost always going to get. He has a great link set with both Shocking Speed and Prepared for Battle. And then, you know, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Legendary Power, Fierce Battle, all great links, right? He's on a lot of teams. It's just oh, dude, his defense is really high. His defensive stat, almost 14k, that's very high. It's just that he doesn't have any defensive buffs, right? Like, if you slap like 100% defense on this guy, does he become a top 5 unit in the game? I don't know, maybe. Like, I don't know. He's probably in the discussion. He's still super powerful. I just like my units a bit more balanced nowadays. And then his leader skill as well is kind of weak. You can still use him for Battlefield, but, you know, could be a little bit better. Man, this guy is still really good. Like, I don't know, just looking at him, I still do really like his info. So then we got Future Gohan next. Future Gohan is a very good all-around unit. I'm a really big fan of this Future Gohan. His team is crazy. That Hybrid Saiyan team is very powerful. He's very defensive before he transforms and after he transforms, which you guys know I love. Able to get that damage reduction by 58% if you're at low health. Really good for Battlefield, of course, Easy A, modes like that. He is a support type unit before he transforms as well. His transformation condition is a bit funky in that you do need a Trunks around, and specifically it basically has to be Future Trunks, right? But could be worse. He's on a lot of teams, and he is good even if he does not transform, right? But when he transforms, he gets pretty silly because at that point, he has that 58% damage reduction just at the start of turn, and then he is able to get defense based on the bond of Master and Disciple category allies you have on rotation, which Gohan himself counts for 30% defense. So this guy is always going to be reducing damage at a very, very good clip. And he stacks attack. Very, very good. He's got good links, but he doesn't have Prepared for Battle. A lot of the recent Dokkan Fest exclusives and LRs have all been doing that. They've been shafting links, which definitely makes team building a little bit more wonky. Next, we have Goku, the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku that recently has come out. Very, very good. Actually, comparing this list to the tech one, I feel like overall this top 10 might be weaker than the tech one, because I just recorded the tech one a little while ago. But INT has a lot of good LRs, but not top 5 LRs in the game or something like that. Whereas tech has basically 3 of those, right? So this guy, very, very powerful. Both him and Vegeta, I've talked about them so much during these top 10s. They're incredible, right? Really, the only thing I don't like about them is how they go from Prepared for Battle to Over in a Flash. If I wanted to be super greedy, man, could you imagine how ridiculous this Goku and Vegeta would be if they kept Prepared for Battle? Even though Super Saiyan 3 Goku's never prepared for battle, right? And Majin Vegeta never has prepared for battle. Imagine if those two just had prepared for battle and Over in a Flash. They would be so disgustingly OP. It would be an insane. But that's what I would like. His leader skill is good in that it's a Super Saiyan 3 category team, basically, and then you just put Gogeta on it from Otherworld Warriors. Because Otherworld Warriors is probably a bottom 5 category. It's hard to say, because you do have this LR Gogeta, you do have, the actual Gogetas right there, and then these 2 Angel Super Saiyan 2 Gokus. But then the rest of the category, not really too much to speak of there, so, we'll see how that's going to eventually progress, but adding Gogeta to the Super Saiyan 3 category team does work highly well. This guy he gets high defense, high attack, dodge, very, very strong unit. Next we have INT Janemba. Wow, I just made this list a little while ago, and already I'm surprised that INT Janemba's at 6. What? Okay. INT Janemba, one of my favorite units in the game. One of the very few units, turn 1, Super Battle Rod, you toss him out there and he takes nothing. Very good. Very high defense. Guard ability active on all attacks. Hits incredibly hard. One negative is that he's only on 2 category teams as of right now. Leader skill isn't great. But then he has one of the best link sets in the game as well. As far Gogeta and Janemba, those 2 units ever since, these units, their year 1 anniversary units, have always had just such insane link sets, right? So that's good. Don't really need to talk about Janemba too much. Next we have LR Bojack. Now, I basically don't even use LR Bojack anymore. You maybe could put Janemba in front of him. I don't know. It's tough. But I basically pretty much don't even use Bojack too much these days. He's insane. Okay. When did he come out? Was it the end of 2017? October? Dude, wow. Okay. Here's the thing with Bojack. Bojack is one of the best aging units in this game's history. Easy, bar none. I feel like this guy, he doesn't do as much damage. What's his attack stat? Just under 20k, so he's got a good attack number. But here's what's holding Bojack back a little bit right now. Is basically, in order to really use this guy at his full potential, you've got to get him with another Bojack unit. That's his issue, is there isn't really another good Bojack. I mean, you could use the Physical World Tournament Bojack, who's solid, but, not really a unit you would run on main rotation in, movie bosses or revived warriors or time travelers. That Physical Bojack's good, but he's not good enough to run on main rotation on those teams. So what we're waiting for is a Dokkan Fest exclusive Bojack, which will definitely happen. Bojack obviously deserves a Dokkan Festival event. He will get one probably in 2020. I feel like a dual Dokkan Fest they could have is Gohan from that movie and Bojack. Bojack could be transforming. He could just be his form, like, you know, that form right there. But this LR is Bojack plus his minions. So, I mean, this LR, as soon as that Dokkan Fest Bojack shows up, this LR just gets a massive power buff. And he, like that, they're going to be so ridiculous together. It's going to be so insane. But, like, really, we could get 2 Bojacks. Like, you know, just like his normal non-transformed version and his transformed version. Because they released 27 Bojacks, like, when the game started. But they're all old. They're all old and bad, basically. I mean, maybe they could give him Easy Ace. I guess they could do that, right? Like, you give an Easy A to this AGL one, and maybe that changes things up a little bit. Like, you know, I don't know if this guy went to 120% attack and defense at the start of turn or something like that. Like, that would be good. And then, you know, I mean, his stats, like, his attack is super low. 12,600. That's borderline free-to-play territory right there. Like, he's close, so not really the greatest. But Bojack is still incredibly powerful. High attack, high defense, stuff like that. Next we have Goku, Trunks, and Pan-chan here. Obviously, they are a tremendously powerful unit. I've loved them since they came out. The only thing is they basically are restricted to only their team. So that's definitely a big negative. I probably would have put them in front of some... Wait, what is this? Wait, on this? Okay. I probably would have put them in front of LR, Goku, and Vegito, who I spoiled, but whatever. I mean, at this point, the whole list is obvious, right? But I probably would have put them ahead of Goku and Vegeta, except for the fact that they're only on their own team, right? Their team is crazy. Like, they did a really good job, I think, adding a lot of free-to-play options, a lot of unique characters like Goku and Bulma, Goku and Arale, to really strengthen this Seekers of the Dragon Ball category out. Because, like, I remember... You know, when was it? I think it was January of last year. And I was talking about this category, and I was like, dude, like, outside of, like, Dokkan Fest Scouter Vegeta and Dokkan Fest, like, King Piccolo, like, what are they going to do? Like, I guess they could have Dokkan Fest Lord Slug as well. So already that is a lot of Dokkan Fest. But, you know, they give us, like, LRB Pan, Goku, Trunks, and Pan, and then these 2 LRs after I had said that. And obviously that greatly strengthens things. Then they gave, like, Goku Jr. and Vegeta. Well, no, Vegeta Jr. is not on here, but they gave Goku Jr. his Easy A. Kid Goku came out. Oh, this Gohan is really good. Then this AGL Pan, these 50% supports. Even the INT Vegeta 50% support. So Seekers of the Dragon Ball has gotten a lot of upgrades. Very good team. This unit is good defensively as well. Very strong. Again, I would consider putting them ahead of LR, Goku, and Vegeta, who have aged well. I think this unit's really good. When they fuse, right, at this point, like, I do think Kale and Khalifa are still better than this guy right here. But, like, if you say, no, Truth, you're dumb, he's better than Kale and Khalifa, I'm like, oh, I kind of just throw my hands up, like, well... You know, I think Kale and Khalifa is still better, but sure. Like, I'm not gonna argue that, right? Like, this guy is insane, right? It's just me. I'm not as high on counter units as other people are. But whereas AGL Super Vegito, like, with his counters, a lot of times isn't really doing too much. This guy has 150% attack at the start of turn with his 18,000 attack. Oh, look, dude, look how low. That's right. LR Vegito has such a low attack stat. They intentionally did that because of his counter mechanic. I think LR Gogeta has, like, 20,000 attack, like, over. So, I think he has the lowest attack stat of any summonable LR. Let me quickly confirm this real quick. I want to pull my account up real fast, and I want to just double check in the background. Okay, he does indeed have the lowest attack set of any summonable LR. He's at the last spot. He's 28 of 28, and then Bojack has 13,000 higher attack, and he's 27 of 28. So, LR Vegito, very clearly, they held his attack back because of his counter mechanic. That's very obvious. This unit's really good still, though. You know, getting rainbow key orbs gives them 3 key. They do raise attack for 1 turn on 18 key super. See, that's the difference between if they came out nowadays. They would, like, I don't know, raise attack and defense for, like, 3 turns or something like that on super attack, I'm sure. Like, you know, that's one of the areas where these units have changed. The transformation condition is super hard, though. 6 turn, 50% or below. You're not going to see that really activate too often. You know, it is nice, obviously, you can get that. Legendary Goku event, sometimes in Super Battle Road, sometimes in Battlefield, in EZ8, sometimes you can get it. Usually when you get one of these fusions out, though, you win because they're just that powerful. They give you the full heal. They're very, very strong, right? It's just that the 2 units in front of them, LR Perfect Cell, and then, I've got LR God Goku at 1. I'm sure people probably aren't really going to agree with me with LR God Goku at 1, but I just find his ability to 50% crit and 50% dodge for 7 turns is just really powerful. Now Cell, I feel like Cell should be number 1. Like he really should be number 1, but they held back too much with him. If they would have given him Shocking Speed, if this is bumped even to 40%, that helps him a lot. 50%, dude, if he was 50% right here, he would be so crazy. That would be insane. But under 30% is super hard to get. Again, his link set isn't particularly good unless you're linking him with Tech EZA Cell or in EZA Cell. Typically, he's not really hitting that hard in this form unless you're really setting things up for him. He has one of the craziest defenses turn 1, though. And yeah, his defense is super high, 14,000 right there. The thing about him is that even in Super Battle Road turn 1, he is able to withstand any damage he's basically taken because of how high his defense is. So that's good. Once he transforms, he truly is one of the best units in the game because he gives you the full heal like Vegito does. And then, if you get a bunch of orbs, his attack and defense it'll get so crazy. He's capable of hitting, I think, 6 and 7 million with, over a 200k defensive stat. Very, very impressive. His active skill is insane, but it is the single hardest active skill to get because it's got to be past the 3rd turn and then the turn after he transforms. He goes into his, super perfect form, right? So, if he could use this a little bit more commonly, that would obviously help him out. It's a ridiculously powerful ability, but again, I've used it maybe 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, something like that. You just never see this. It's good, but you never see it. He does get Revival after transformation, which is cool, but, they could have given him Shocking Speed as well. It's, Ultimate Life Form. It's weird. He is on a lot of teams. I don't know. They were right there, and they just designed... I thought all of the 300 million download units, the summonable units, were all designed sort of poorly. I feel like AGL LR Gohan has come out of it the best of the 4. I don't know, Cell Jr. is good as well, but that Android 16 sucks. He just sucks. You're not going to use him ever. Outside of the Android/Cell Saga team, even then, it's just... He sucks. And then there's also, Cell. I don't know. They could have done better, for sure. Then LR God Goku, really, really good leader skill. Great for Battlefield. Greatly raised attack and defense for 3 turns and 18 key is very helpful. The 50% chance to dodge and crit. Again, I would just like to urge people to try and no-item the Realm of God Super Battle Road stage without this guy, and then try and no-item it with this guy and see what happens. That's all I'll say. This guy... a 50% chance to crit and dodge, and then how high his defense gets, and... He's just so crazy. The other thing, too, is that running him on the Realm of Gods team I was running him on, and, I was not really giving him his extra key and defense, because you need, other Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyans, and I was running, Jiren, Zamasu, Gowasu, and Zamasu, I wasn't really setting this guy up, and he was still insane. This guy is just very, very powerful. He's good on all these teams. Again, I also do want to point out that I think it's very highly likely that Blue Gogeta is one of the 5th year anniversary units. Vegito Blue is decent chance the other one. I think it could be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Vegito Blue, or Dragon Ball Super Broly as the 2nd unit, one of those 3. We'll see. I'd say Vegito Blue is the likeliest, then probably Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then probably Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at the end. I feel like they probably would just release Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with an Omega Shenron at some point in the future, but, they could do Blue Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That would definitely be very hype, for sure, right? But, if they really go with this Realm of Gods theme, GG. Realm of Gods is going to be a little strong. And, that's it. I don't know. EZA Buhan, I'm not the biggest fan of. This guy is going to reign over the game probably when he gets his EZA, whenever it comes. You're still really good, but he's just off the top 10. You're good, but his transformation, not having defense anymore, is very scary at times. INT LR Metal Cooler is good. You know, he maybe could have gotten it at the bottom spots here. The 50% supports are good. I probably could have gotten him at the bottom. Actually, I mean, you maybe could make the case he's better than Kid Goku. I don't know. And then, I just have him here for appearance sake, but he did not deserve to be on there. That's for damn sure. All right, so there we go. Top 10. Bam. There it is. INT. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.